Hello, I am Jill Sharfman, and this is a mini episode of Let My People Eat, where I share a personal story, a parable, or a bit of Jewish history from which we can all learn something. Patience is not my virtue, but patience allows us to suspend judgment long enough to make informed decisions, thus paving the path to a happy and peaceful life. Patience helps us achieve our goals and is linked to good health. Here is a lovely parable about patience from Great Jewish Speeches by Moshe Bamberger, the Rabbi Moshe Bamberger, that part of the ArtScroll series that can be found at www.artscroll.com. Once a man who knew nothing about agriculture approached a farmer and asked to be taught how to farm. The farmer took the man to his field and asked him what he saw. "I see a beautiful piece of land with lush grass and pleasing to the eye," said the visitor. Then he stood aghast while the farmer plowed under the grass and turned the beautiful green field into a mass of shallow brown ditches. "Why did you ruin the field?" the visitor demanded to know. "Be patient, you will see," replied the farmer. The farmer then showed a man a sackful of plum kernels of wheat and asked, "Tell me what you see." The visitor described the enticing, healthy grain. He then once more watched in shock as the farmer spoiled it. The farmer walked up and down the furrows in the field and scattered kernels of grain wherever he went. Then he covered the kernels of grain with dirt. "Are you insane?" the visitor demanded. "First you destroyed the field and then you ruined the grain." "Be patient and you will see," the farmer replied calmly. Time went by and once again the farmer brought the visitor out to the field. This time they saw endless straight rows of green stalks sprouting from all the furrows. The visitor smiled broadly. "I apologize. Now I understand what you were doing. You made the field more beautiful than ever. The art of farming is truly marvelous," exclaimed the visitor. "No," corrected the farmer. "We are not done. You must still be patient." More time elapsed and the stalks became fully grown. The farmer once again took his guest out to the field. This time the farmer cut down all the stalks with a sickle as his visitor watched open-mouthed. Within a short time the orderly field was transformed into an ugly scene of destruction. The farmer tied the fallen stalks into bundles and left them in the field. He then transported the bundles to another area where he beat and crushed them until they became a mass of straw and loose kernels. Then he separated the kernels from the chaff and piled them into a huge mound. Each step of the way the visitor protested, but the farmer constantly reassured him. "We are not done. You must be more patient." Then the farmer came with his wagon, piled it high with beautiful kernels of grain, and took them to a mill. There he ground the grain into a powdery, choking dust. The visitor complained again. "You have taken the grain and ruined it." Again, he was told to be patient. The farmer put the dust into sacks and brought them home with him. He mixed some dust with water while his guests marveled at the foolishness of making whitish mud. Then the farmer fashioned the mud into the shape of a loaf. The visitor saw the perfectly formed loaf and smiled broadly, but his happiness did not last. The farmer kindled a fire in an oven and put the loaf into it. "Now I know that you are insane. After all that work, you burned the product of your labor?" The farmer looked at him and laughed. "Have I told you not to be patient?" he reminded his visitor. Finally, the farmer opened the oven and removed freshly baked bread, crisp and brown with an aroma that made the visitor's mouth water. "Come," the farmer said. He led his guest to the kitchen table where he cut the bread and offered his now pleased visitor a liberally buttered slice. "Now," the farmer said, "now you understand." I am Jill Sharfman, and I hope this makes your day a little more satisfying.